What is up everyone? Today we will be unboxing this wonderful big box of goodies. Now this is from a friend of mine, his name is Alex, and this is a wonderful donation to the channel. There are so many cool little things in here that are going to contribute really heavily to a project that I've got coming up. It's a completely secret, totally different to anything I've ever done before kind of project, and you guys will learn so much about it just by seeing the items that we're going to unbox in this video. And there's also another little something in here that's going to contribute to another project. So basically I've just been speaking to Alex and he has just hooked me up with all of this really cool stuff. So thank you so much, man. This is wonderful. And I wasn't actually originally going to do this unboxing. I was going to dive straight into one of the projects, but there's so much stuff in here that I kind of ended up thinking it would just be best to do the unboxing, the classic ramble unboxing, just to show you guys all the cool stuff that he's given me. So Alex, thank you so much, buddy. This is fantastic, and I hope all the rest of you enjoy watching some of the cool stuff that's I unbox. So let's dig right in and have a look. We're on the floor, that's how big this box is. So he's written me quite a lot here. I'm going to read it out on camera. Dear Tom, after watching your video showcasing your new camera, I was pretty amazed by how capable a piece of kit it seems to be. Something that did catch my attention though was when you said that you weren't overly familiar with cameras, and this got me thinking. You and I both share a love of retro tech, and it was partly my enjoyment of older hardware that got me into photography about 4 years ago, using 35mm film cameras to begin with, then dabbling more and more with digital. For the first year I was using a camera with no light meter and relied entirely on exposure rules to correctly expose the shot. That year taught me so much about how to read the light. And fundamentally, in spite of all the clever electronics and software in modern cameras, they aren't so radically different from the most basic of early film cameras, and I think that shooting a few rolls of film on a fairly bare bones camera can be a fantastic learning experience, regardless of what camera you ultimately use. So considering that you now have at your fingertips the most up-to-date, modern, compact piece of photographic loveliness, I'm issuing you a challenge, should you choose to accept it. Your challenge is to take on the role of a beginner photographer from the early 90s and get to grips with a Miranda MS3 film SLR. This unassuring little camera was sold by Dixon's in the UK, and underneath is a Japanese-made Cosina camera, I believe I'm saying that right, Cosina, the sort of camera that was rebadged by dozens of companies and became pretty well circulated. You will have no instant preview, no autofocus, no auto film winding. You will, however, have an auto exposure mode, and as this is a Cosina I hope I'm saying that right, Cosina, the auto mode is really rather good. By the late 80s, when this camera was released, microcontrollers were fairly common in film cameras, which allows you to get decent, accurate exposures consistently. Just like it was done back then, your films will need to be developed, so you will get to relive the feeling of opening a set of fresh prints from the first time. Spend a bit of time with a very basic tool, and when you pick up your ZV-1, you will not only know what magic it's doing behind the scenes, but you will be able to explore more of what it's able to do. Of course, you may find that you enjoy living in the days of nostalgia and want to shoot more film. There is something wonderfully pleasant about using a film camera on a walk somewhere. Without the ability to review your shots, you spend more time looking at what's around you, and it encourages you to take in more of the world. I hope that this finds you well, and that if you do choose to pick up the gauntlet, you will find it very enjoyable. Take care, my friend, Alex. P.S. More details about the challenge to follow. So that is my challenge. Basically, Alex sent me a little message a while ago and said, hey, how about this challenge? And I am so up for it, guys. I really am. The opportunity to check out an entirely different realm of something retro on the channel is right up my street, and I've been very excited to start this challenge. So that is the project. That is the new challenge, the project, the wonderful couple of probably 2-3 part episode I'm going to do on film photography, learning how to be a beginner film photographer. That is what's coming up, and I'm very excited to do so. And there's lots of kit in this box from Alex that's going to help me do it. So we've got further detail on the items in the box here. I'm not going to read all this to you guys. I'll just use it for my reference while I'm unboxing, and it's actually quite handy because I am such a noob with all of this. I don't have a clue about most of it. Now, Alex has been kind enough to make me some videos and chat to me quite a bit about some basics and things to do with film photography and film cameras. And I've also been doing a little bit of my own research, watching some YouTube videos and stuff like that, just enough to give myself a taste of what it's going to be like. But I'm just really excited now to dig in and try it for myself. So let's have a little look at what we've got here, folks. Now, I'm going to start off with this guy right here. I believe this is the prepaid envelope to send back my films for developing. So Alex has not only given me the equipment, he's been kind enough to pay for the processing of my films as well. So that is what we'll be seeing after I've taken all my photos. We'll be popping the film in here and we'll be sending it away to get developed. This is very important. I need to keep that safe. So he's prepaid for me 2 color films and 1 black and white film. So that's great. We'll be trying a roll of black and white as well, which is very exciting. Next up is this guy, the 35mm photographer's handbook. This is very nice. I will be able to read up on everything I need to be a beginner 35mm photographer. Now, Alex told me that this book was incredibly helpful for him, and I can just see from a distance here that it is crammed full of absolutely everything that I'm gonna need and more. Whoa, and examples as well, which is fantastic. So there is lots in here. I'm gonna very, very much enjoy reading through this and getting to grips with the basics of 35mm film photography. That is awesome. And what I love about this is it gives me no excuse to be completely rubbish. I at least need to know half roughly what I'm doing, so that's really good. There's no excuse now, is there? We've got a bag here, and I'm curious about the bag. Oh wow, lovely padding. So what this feels like is indeed the bag for the camera, or a very, very suitable bag for the camera. This is a nice size to hold the camera and all sorts of accessories. A couple of lenses will go in there as well. It's got this nice zipped compartment at the top here to hold film or bits and pieces. Yeah, that's nice. Nice shoulder strap as well. Awesome. He really is providing everything that I need. Okay, next up, let's have a look what we've got in here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I've got a box of film and I've got a strap. This is exciting. So let's take a look at the film first, shall we? Take a look at the first box of film. What do we have here? So here we have a roll of black and white film. Now, where I'm going to use this, that is the question. I don't want to waste this, so what I'll probably do is start with a roll of colour film, get to grips with the camera, and then I'll hopefully be able to decide on a particular location where I want to pop in the black and white film and go for it. I've got a little idea that I think might be cool for the challenge for the black and white film, so I'm going to keep thinking on that, but it's awesome to have a roll of black and white as well. So next up is 2 boxes of Kodak Gold 200 ISO color film. This is like go-to film. Like I know nothing about film photography, but even I remember Kodak Gold from back in the day. A very popular film, nice sort of middle of the road, not mega cheap, but not kind of professional grade film. Nice warm. I remember like Kodak Gold being like really warm and quite yellowish kind of tones. Everything really just kind of popping, you know, especially like sunlight photos taken in sunlight or on holiday or whatever. Everyone uses Kodak Gold and everything just looks so nice and warm. Really nice look. Next up, we've got 2 packs of Fujifilm Superior Extra 400 ISO. So this will be suitable for using in slightly lower light conditions than the Kodak Gold. So he's actually given me 4 color films, which is awesome. That'll keep me going for quite some time. There's 36 exposures in these guys. And what do these have? These are 24 exposures, so that's cool. What does the black and white have? Oh, looking. 24 exposures on the black and white as well. So the black and white, that's gonna be like, I really have to choose my moment to use that one. Next up, we have a camera strap. Look at that gorgeous strap. I love that. That is very nice. Very, very nice. So nice of him to give me a strap as well. And we've got a couple of small packets of batteries for the camera, so that is really nice as well. Duracell batteries, awesome. That should keep me going for absolutely ages. Okay, so what next? Let's go for this box, shall we? This one is quite heavy. What is this, guys? Ah, I know what this is. I know what this is. Okay, cool. I wasn't 100% sure if he was going to include this with this box of goodies, but it looks like he has, which is incredible. So this is an M-Audio Delta PCI sound card. This is for my upcoming PowerMac G4 digital audio project that you guys already know about. I'm slowly gathering parts for that project, and Alex has kindly contributed to the project with a glorious sound card here. This is a very well-known card from back in the day, lovely quality, and it would be really interesting to check out one of these as part of the project, because we haven't, as of yet on the channel, put a dedicated sound card in any of my Power Macs that I've done up and upgraded. So that is wonderful to have. And with it, under here, probably, yes. Here it is, guys. This is the cable that connects the sound card to the breakout box. And the breakout box, I'm presuming, is this guy. Wow, nice. Nice heavy metal. I was not expecting that, actually. Ooh, nice. So this is the breakout, and there's the multi-pin connector on the back. This is a 4x4 sound card, so 4 in, 4 out, and this is absolutely solid, guys. So this goes with this and the cable. I will put that to one side for the moment. We'll focus on the camera stuff. This will be revisited once again in the PowerMac project that I'll be working on with the digital audio machine. Hopefully not too far in the future. Hopefully I'm thinking kind of the first half of 2021. I'm still gathering together parts, getting a few nice parts in, but still a little way to go for getting stuff. But that sound card is a massive help, and I'm looking forward to checking it out in the machine. So that's absolutely perfect. Next up we have a transformer, and it is labeled here. Let's have a look. So this is for another something that's in the box. We'll get onto that in a minute. So, as you can see, just so many goodies. Next up, we have a Miranda flash gun. So this is the flash for the camera. So if I want to use a flash at any point, I have the ability to do so. Let's take it out of the box and have a look. Really cool that it's boxed. Let's see. And here it is. There is the flash that just mounts onto the top of the camera. Nice. There's like a switch and stuff on the back here, and a little button and a slidey thing and a clippy thing, and this turns, you know, you can point it up, you can point it forward. Oh my word. I've got so much to delve into here, guys. I can't wait. So we've got a flash. This really is, as you can see, the complete photography bundle for me at the moment. Got everything I need: bag, strap, flash, spare batteries, the absolute lot. I'm presuming that in here is the camera. Should we save that to last? I think we should. Let's pop that over there, because in here, and this is tremendously cool. Tremendously cool. And I said to Alex at the time when we were discussing this, because we've been texting back and forth about various different things and talking a lot about this challenge. I told him, you really do not need to give me this. And he insisted, so I am thrilled. Oh, and it's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, which is nice. From the photos he sent me, I thought it was going to be pretty gigantic, but it's actually quite compact in comparison to what I'd imagined. So let's move the box off over there. This is, as you can probably tell, a scanner, but it's not just any scanner. It will scan, as well as your documents on the standard flatbed there, it will scan your film as well. So it has this little portion on the top that opens up, and you can feed in your negatives and you can scan negatives, which is really cool. So they do sell various different types of film scanners, and I was looking into them, but Alex has given me one now, so I no longer need to look into them. I'm going to plug this in and find a nice home for it in my office somewhere, because it'll be really nice to scan film, and also probably much better than my current really cheap Canon all-in-one for scanning prints as well. So that's excellent. And a little side note about this scanner, I know that Alex did quite a bit of work to it to get it up to scratch. It was a little bit flaky on taking in the film and stuff, and I know that he stripped it down and sorted it all out and just sort of refurbished it for me. So that is incredible. I'm so gobsmacked at all the tremendous things that he's done. So there we have it, power and USB on the corner there. And if we take a look at, what is it? Yeah, this over here, this is the power supply for it. It looks as though it sits quite nicely in this kind of orientation, because you can open it that way. Yeah, I'll probably sit it on a shelf above my current printer. I'll put a little shelf above that and put the scanner there, and I think that'll be a great place to keep it. So that's great. We've got a scanner to scan our own negatives. So once I get them developed and I get the negatives back, I've got the option, if I so desire, to scan them and have my own digital file and just keep them digitally or edit them or do whatever I want with them. So that unlocks so many more doors as well. Now then, let's open the final box, and there's only one thing left, and that is the camera and the lenses. We've probably been talking about this for what feels like now maybe about 2 months, maybe a little longer. And since he first mentioned it, as I said, I've been doing my own little bits and pieces of research, and I'm now just very excited to jump in and actually hold the camera for myself and see what everything's about, you know, really get the feel for it. Because the thing about me is, I'm never an expert in anything, but I enjoy just fiddling about with a little bit of everything, especially retro stuff, retro technology. And I'd love to get into cameras more. I absolutely would, you know. I just point my camera at stuff and press the go button, you know. I'd love to learn a little bit more about it, and this is definitely going to teach me. As Alex said in his video, it taught him, so it'll teach me. And what better way to take it all the way back to basics? Like, it's a little bit like my job in cinema. When I started in the cinema, it was 35mm film projection, and we had a couple of different projectors from different eras, and I started from the ground up, learning about the film, learning how to thread the machine, learning how to put the film together, and just building up my knowledge of film, of at least the exhibition side of film, from a very fundamental kind of basic level. And now that we're in the digital age and I'm doing a lot with digital film, I understand the entire journey to how we got from there to there. I'd love to feel the same about cameras and photography, and then I'll have a much better overall picture of that kind of side of everything. So just like it happened naturally for me in work, I'm hoping that this is going to be the same for my knowledge of cameras. So anyway, stop rambling, Tom. Get on with it. Come on, man. Okay, so we've got these lovely pouches. Oh my word, these feel so nice. Wow, that's a lens. And this is a lens as well. Okay, awesome. And in here is the camera. It is the camera. And my first thought, oh gosh, don't drag that away over there. There we go. My first thought is this is a very nice size. It's not humongous, but it's not tiny. I can already feel that it's quite substantial, but again, not too bulky. Come on, bubble wrap. Excitement is getting the better of me. Oh, look at that. Look at that. My very own film camera. Wow. There it is. The Miranda MS3 from sometime in the 80s, I guess. Look at that. Nice. Nice little red strap on this guy as well. Alex has given me that other strap, so I've got 2 straps to choose from. What a beast. So there it is. Now this is a plastic body, guys. It's plastic. A lot of film cameras are metal, but even though this is plastic, it's still very, very solid. It's got a nice weight to it. Feels good even without a lens. Now let's have a look at our lenses. I've got the handy piece of paper over here. What a gorgeous little bundle with all these bags and stuff. So here is the first lens. This is the 20, what is it? Let's have a check. 28mm to 70mm lens, complete with lens caps on both ends. Look, This kit feels so nice. And believe it or not, guys, you know, I've been doing this YouTube thing a while. How does that come off then? Okay, like that, cool. I've been doing this YouTube thing a while, obviously using cameras all the way, but I've never owned an SLR or a DSLR. So I've never had the privilege of handling and swapping out different lenses. I've had a bridge camera, and that's kind of as sort of mad as things ever got. I've never changed a lens on a camera. And this is the big guy. This goes from 70mm to 210mm, so a big zoom lens here. Let's pop the smaller lens on the camera then. Let's put that over there. And let's see if I can do this without screwing it up. I'm quite nervous actually. I don't want to break anything. I'm gonna be really embarrassed if I do. So lesson number one, look, little push down thingy to get off this thingy that protects the camera itself. You can see into the camera there. And then the lens, this side off. And let's pop it on. Now, I'm going to assume that the red dot lines up with the red dot and then it twists on. Oh yeah, that's correct. That felt really right. That didn't feel as if I'd done it wrong. Okay, cool. So there it is. Wow, sweet, ready to begin taking photos. Obviously I need to put a film in it first. So I've been messing around a little bit. No film in the camera yet. But what I have done is sort of sussed out all the controls, and one thing that I've just got to do is just show you guys the noise. It's so real, you know. And then so real. I love it. It's so mechanical. Everything about it is just really, obviously, completely mechanical, and you can just feel everything that's going on. Let's pop open the back here and show you guys where the film would go, where the film is going to go rather. It's the inside of the camera, and obviously beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So what we'll do as well, I think, is have a little look at what the camera looks like with the big lens on it. Let's take this lens off, and I think it won't take me too long to get used to these lenses, although I am really quite nervous that I'm gonna scratch one or something. Not really used to handling things this delicate. Let's have a little look. The big boy on there. Whoa. That's on. Okay, cool. Wow, look at that. Nice. And that. Oh, lens cap. Would help. Oh my word. That is something. Now, contending with the glasses is certainly going to be interesting. Look at the size of this flipping lens, guys. Wow. Okay. I can actually see quite a bit through the viewfinder with my glasses on. But obviously if I get my eye right up to the viewfinder, I do see the complete frame, which is obviously much nicer. I might Google glasses and viewfinders and see if there are any tricks, because what I really don't want to do is take a million photos that are out of focus. I was just chatting to Jess about it, and it's going to be a little bit of a struggle for me to get a decently focused photo, I think, but we'll figure that out. And another cool thing that I did notice as well was Alex has screwed a UV filter onto the smaller lens, so I've got one of those as well, which is great. And can that screw on this lens as well? I presume it can. Yeah, it can. So just screws on the front. That is really cool. One more time, sweet. Now, I'm gonna have to choose when I put a roll of film in this guy and get started, and it all revolves around the video and the challenge and whatnot, but this is the camera, and I can't wait to get started. I'll just show you guys around a couple of the controls. Tell you what, guys, let's put the flash on as well and see how it looks with a flash on. And there it is with the flash on as well. Look at that. Look how beastly that looks with the flash on as well. Oh my gosh, this is huge. It soon becomes quite a contraption. It really does. Just pop it on, have it there. Yeah, I feel like a photographer. Now all I've got to do is learn how to take some photos. That's going to be great fun though, isn't it? The whole experience of just learning, seeing what we can get out of it. I think we'll put the gigantic lens back for now. So it looks like the flash itself takes double A's on the, just on the side here, a couple of double A's in there and we're good to go, which is awesome. Be really handy to take some indoor photos as well. I've got that 400 ISO film just here. So what I'll probably do is use a roll of this in conjunction with the flash. As part of the experiment, I'll do a roll of 400 ISO film with and without the flash. I think that would be probably quite good. And then a roll of Kodak Gold with some outdoor shots, 200 ISO. And then the black and white, of course, which I'm still very curious about where I'm actually gonna use this. I'm quite nervous about wasting it. Now I've been quite organised and I found myself a little tub that I wasn't using to keep all my film so that I don't lose it. Let's just pop all the film in here. And I think this weekend would probably be quite a good time to start with the camera. We're going out a couple of times, a few different places, so I think I might just pop a film in and just go for it. Or should I read the book first? Should I pop a film in, go for it, and see what happens? And then read the book and then pop another roll of film in and see how much easier I find it? Or should I just read the book before wasting any film? It's hard to know. I've got a lot to think about, guys. So in terms of the challenge itself, which is going to be the content of the main video project, a lot of information here from Alex that I will be chatting about within the challenge itself. So I'm not going to go over the challenge. That'll be in the next video. This was purely the unboxing and a little chat. This is something very new for me, very new for the channel. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. It's going to be a long time before you see the challenge because I'm obviously going to get the film developed and stuff like that. I'm going to wait for key moments to use the film camera. I don't want to just use it every day on random stuff. I want to actually wait until I'm somewhere cool to take photos. So that'll take time, and I'm going to really put some effort in and make a really nice production for you guys around the video as well, because it's a really cool challenge and it's a really cool excuse to just go all out on a great little YouTube series. This is like the unboxing and the kind of teaser. This is the teaser trailer, and you guys will be seeing the actual video way down the line, but it'll definitely be worth the wait, and I'm going to be beavering away on that video in the background for quite some time. So hey, if anybody is watching this and you're a film photographer, or you have film cameras and you take photos, or even if you're just a photographer or you like photos in general, if you guys want to leave me any tips and tricks in the video comment section, what to look out for as a brand new photographer. Now obviously I've walked around with a phone in my pocket for the last 10-15 years like everybody else on the planet, taking numerous photos a day, but we all know that doesn't make you a photographer. And the goal of this challenge isn't to become a photographer. You know, I'm never going to be a photographer, but it's to become more familiar with this equipment, learn a bit more about it, and to be more confident around cameras. I'm never confident enough to delve into manual modes in cameras and stuff like that, so I'm really excited to do so. Anyway, I've explained as much as I can in this video. I wish I could tell you guys a bit more, but I'm gonna have to wait until the main video itself, and it'll give me a chance to actually learn about what I'm talking about as well. So we've got a new film camera, or a new old film camera, a lovely donation, a lovely gift to the channel from my buddy Alex, and a load of other cool stuff as well. Just look at this. Look at this puppy. This is so nice. I love the design. It's gorgeous. Alex, thank you so much. This is really cool. I can't wait to get stuck in. Hope you guys have enjoyed this unboxing video, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'm now going to tidy all this up and then probably bury my head in this.